Hi there. My name is Gage Evans. I'm a part of the Com 347 sports broadcasting class. And for assignment three, I am here with student athlete. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Joesph. I attend Beuna Vista University and I am on the golf team.
What class are you and what are you studying?
I am studying sports management and I am a senior.
How's that going for you?
Going pretty well. Just loving it out here in Storm Lake, Iowa.
Fair. The Midwest winter's starting to set in. Getting cold where you're at?
It is starting to, yes. I think this is probably the last day. It's going to be 50 degrees. So,
Yeah, same here. I already got the wool socks on, walking around my room and whatnot. Okay. To start to kind of get into this, give me a quick little like description or a rundown on just your overall experience of playing golf.
so originally I'm from Colorado, where the weather is a lot nicer. The wind does not blow. Um, so coming out to the Midwest, playing golf out here is quite a bit quite a bit of a different experience. Had to learn how to play in the wind, had to learn about the different style of how to play golf actually with the grass type, and your surrounding environmental or your environmental surroundings, I guess.
Gotcha.
Um,
How easy was that like adaptation golfing from because Colorado, does the elevation also factor into it?
yes, so I would have to. I can't hit the ball as far out in Iowa as I do in Colorado, so I have to learn my distances and what the elevation takes off, along with humidity. Um, I'd say it's a hard transition, but it was fun to learn a new style of golf.
That's good. That's good that you've been able to adapt to it well and whatnot too. Um, Regarding school and sports, what's it like kind of being a student athlete in Division three and managing your time between academics and athletics?
Um, so I'd say it's not as hard as it would be with Division One or higher up or Division Two even, because you don't have as many practice hours or required practice hours or like much to do with athletics. It's kind of like just a higher level of high school, I'd say. Um, you have your classes that you'll attend during the day, then you'll have practices after classes. Sometimes we'll have weight training before classes. Um, and then I guess for tournaments are typically on the weekends. But when they did fall on school days, it's just email your professors, get your assignments that you missed, and you have those turned in. But it's not much of a different transition than high school with trying to balance them out.
Well, that's good. Just kind of familiar grounds from what you've been used to in high school, and then also the university professors willing to work with you to allow you to continue to excel in athletics, and then also like be applicable and applied still to academics and getting all your work done and whatnot. What does like a normal day of practice look like for you?
So typically, I'll be done around 3 p.m. with classes, and I'll head to the golf course where we'll have chipping and putting practices for about an hour, and then we'll go into a play day. We'll do different games and sort of stuff that you can do in play day, where we can compete against each other, where we can have games where we'll see who can hit the most greens from fairways and such. And typically it'll just be that type of style. And then afterwards, we'll go back to the putting green and we'll have like a picked out putt from like 6 to 8 feet. And we all have to make it. Otherwise, we keep going until all 11 of us make that 6 footer.
Gotcha. Practice at like the start of the week, does that look different than towards the end of the week working into a tournament, or how exactly does that work? If you kind of understand what I'm saying, are
So
practices the same like all the time, or do they change up according to like tournament preparation, I guess?
they're very consistent on Mondays and Tuesdays with the short game work and range work and all that. And then towards Wednesday, Thursday, typically Thursdays will have it'll be your own preparational practice where you can do what you want to prepare yourself for a tournament. This could be if I'm struggling with getting off the tee at some places, I'll go out to certain holes and hit certain clubs off the tee until I hit so many fairways. Or if it's with putting, I'll do our putting drills that we do Monday and Tuesday, but I'll make them a little more game style for myself, so I'm not sitting there bored and actually trying to make myself prepare for that tournament mentality.
Yeah. Going into a little bit more on the tournament prep, like outside of obviously scouting the course, having a playthrough round leading into the tournament and whatnot, how do you get to that mental like adjustment level of preparation? Like, do you have any like hype up songs or anything going into the tournament? Like, what's your kind of like rituals going into playing in a tournament?
Typically we drive down that first day in the van early in the morning. So for that first day, I'm typically sleeping for quite a bit of the van ride, and the last hour or two, because it's typically 4 hours at the least. Um, the last hour or two, after we stop and get breakfast, I'll start to get into like a little hype music and just some mental music and or motivational videos just to lock it in mentally.
What's your like pre-tournament hype up song right now?
Right now, I mean, it was a little bit of that Big Booty remix because that take up, but yeah, some of it would be, I guess, Lil Uzi Vert, Erase Your Social.
Okay, classic. Um, Going back to the practice and whatnot, where you guys practice, do you have like a home course or do you just use like a local public course?
So yes, we have a home course that our university actually owns. Um, and so we can always go play whenever we want there, for free and everything.
Nice.
But yeah, our university ended up purchasing the golf naming rights to the course and all that, and so it's a little bit excess and everything.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool to have. You don't really have to worry about like a ladies' league on Tuesday interfering with your guys' practice or something like that.
Yeah.
What's been your like favorite part about playing golf so far in college?
I'd say that when we get to travel a little bit out of state for like spring break trips and such, and then some of the conference tournaments.
Is there good like competition in those conference tournaments usually?
Yes, typically we place towards the bottom half, but this year with the incoming freshmen we got, we should be top 4, honestly.
Nice. Well, yeah, hopefully those projections stand true. What's been your like kind of least favorite part about playing college golf and athletics overall or school too?
Probably say the win.
Fair. Just dealing with that.
Dealing with inside in the simulator room, which at times can be fun, but it's like, man, I just wish I'd get outside.
Yeah, it's not really like that actual experience, I guess, per se.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Um, to end it, just to start to wrap this up, I guess, what are you looking like? Or actually, before that, how does your guys' season like work? Are you a full year round sport or?
So we're a spring primarily with our conference. Our fall is kind of like go and play a bunch of invitationals, go and play. You don't really play against or with many conference teams,
Gotcha. Okay. So,
like
okay. It's just more like out of the conference per se scrimmages almost. Very nice. Well, would you like to leave this interview with any remaining remarks about golf overall or anything like that?
Probably say choose a warmer state if you want to play golf.
Good deal. Well, Joey, thank you for joining me today and answering these questions. I appreciate it, man.
Yep. Thank you for the interview.
No problem.